What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I saw this article, as I have my Google alerts for Brie Larson, highest priority here in The Quartering studio. I'd started out as a really strong dislike of Brie Larson based on my only interaction with her being her comments about a 40-year-old white dude and many other comments that she made previously. But now, if you've been following the channel, you know that I've actually become a massive fan, huge fan of Brie Larson, probably the biggest fan online. In fact, there are many prominent, for them, far lefty YouTubers who are obsessed with the sheer amount of videos I've made on Brie Larson. They don't have any problem with various other news outlets having thousands of articles about her. But for whatever reason, a YouTuber covering important news, trending news, it's not okay. I find that really, really disturbing as one of the leading fans in the Brie Larson army. And I saw an article come out this week along with some new theories about Captain Marvel that I thought would be an interesting topic. Now, first and foremost, the article talks about Brie Larson thinking she's ugly. And it kind of reminded me, at first blush anyway, of the type. Guys do this too, where they're like, oh, just so ugly. But they're like a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? It's like fishing for compliments. And it actually got to a point where it was a little more serious. So we're going to poke our fun, but then I'm going to talk about it because I have a twin sister and, I saw her go through a lot of this stuff. First and foremost, a new theory says Captain Marvel may actually be the MCU's first mutant. Leaps of logic and faith are required when it comes to any major comic book franchise, but the MCU will still need to come up with a reasonable explanation as to why the X-Men have appeared on the scene when the eventual reboot all rolls around. After all, there's been no mention of the word mutant for the last dozen years, and it's an awful lot of exposition to establish them in mythology that's existed so long with its own set of rules and narratives. Look, first of all, I would be shocked, I tell you, shocked that if they still call them mutants. Let's just put it that way. We just covered a story about Assassin's Creed Valhalla being ableist for using a word deformity to describe somebody's face. So there's no way. Obviously, though, Captain Marvel got her abilities by being exposed to a massive amount of energy, similar to which powers the Tesseract, meaning that it might have not given them to him, but rather given them to her, but rather unlocked them. With the movie largely being set in 1995, Hydra could have realistically picked up a sample of her DNA and used it further their experiments. Ooh, it's spicy. I'd prefer, I've got to tell you, I would prefer that the X-Men stand alone. I would be very frustrated if Disney just immediately crammed them into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The X-Men don't need to exist in the same universe as Marvel. They just don't have to. I understand the inclination to immediately do crossovers, but it's not like people don't know who the X-Men are. It's not like people don't know Wolverine or Cyclops or Jean Grey. It's not like people don't know these characters. Professor Xavier. You don't need to cross them over. But, and also in Drop the Taco news, Nissan has extended their partnership with actress Brie Larson. Larson first appeared in the Nissan Sentra ad that broke in March. The 360-degree Rogue Gone Rogue campaign for the Nissan's best-selling U.S. model in the industry's largest segment's debut today, November 9th. Now, I wouldn't really be messing with Rogue if I were Captain Marvel, but that's neither here nor there. Then I started seeing all sorts of these other articles coming up. Marvel, Brie Larson opens up about struggling with feeling ugly. Ugly? What? Brie Larson on facing and overcoming society's harsh standards of beauty. November 9th. Brie Larson is clearly a 10. So to me, this is truly bizarre. Captain Marvel's Brie Larson recently opened up beauty standards and revealed that she struggled with notions of beauty and had to battle upsetting thoughts on the way she looked and felt in recent interview with W Magazine. Now, these are just some pictures of Brie Larson. I'm not sure where the ugly phase was. Quite honestly, it's really odd that, you know, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. At what point? What? I mean, what? In a recent interview with W Magazine, the actor shared that she felt like an outcast for the longest time of her life. She also stated her reliability with body shaming and similar beauty standard that is faced by women. Well, hey, if the rumors about the butt double are true, I could understand why Brie might feel this way. The interviewer asked Brie Larson about her YouTube channel and asked her to give advice to young women who are having a hard time trying to keep up with the standards of beauty. Well, I mean, if you want advice on a YouTube channel, just have every major corporation write endless fluff pieces for your YouTube channel launch, and then you'll be fine. Actually, let's check in on her channel. Looks like a month ago, 100 sit-ups. Okay. 188,000 views. That's very good. Her channel has essentially stopped growing, but mine has too. So I don't know if there's something going on. Like if it's affecting even Brie Larson, I don't know what to tell you. I turned your Instagram comments into a song. Very creative. Brie Larson can sing and play guitar. She has a music career. It was early on, if you didn't know. Then she said, I did Truth or Drink with my best friend, 138,000. Let's look at 5 days ago, down to 91,000. It would appear that her channel is trailing off, but I will give her credit for not bringing in her celebrity friends to try and, bait her way to more views like, Jack Black does. But anyway, I digress. Here, Captain Marvel and Scott Pilgrim versus the World star, Brie Larson has opened up about her lack of self-esteem, admitting she didn't used to be happy with her appearance. It took me a long time to be able to be totally comfortable with myself. The thing that has brought me solace is knowing that I can be whoever I want to be with myself. What breaks my heart to think is that people in the world who do not feel that they have safety within their own bodies. That to me is my ultimate goal in life, to do whatever it is I can so people have the freedom to express themselves to be exactly who it is that they want to be, whatever that is, knowing that can also change. Larson began a YouTube channel this year, as well as using it to connect with fans and play Animal Crossing. She used it to talk about the many film roles she played for. She explained that she lost out a role in Wominator. She revealed which Star Wars films she went for, and detailed the Marvel projects she tried before landing Carol Danvers. Now, is it a minute to to get serial for a second here? This is absolutely a realistic thing for women and men who struggle with body image. And I think that Hollywood and their, beauty at all sizes goes way too far. Like, there's no excuse for being as overweight as I am. I don't need some Hollywood celebrity to tell me it's okay. I know that if I don't get in shape, it's going to lead to things like heart disease. Lizzo is not healthy, okay? Now, while most people may be into that, some people may be into a gigantic woman or gigantic man, it's still not healthy. But I know that not just women struggle with this. Men do too. Men with self-confidence issues. Look, I grew up in the Magic the Gathering community, in the board game community, which is populated with extraordinarily low self-esteem men. And it's sad. I mean, I grew up with these guys, and most of them, if they didn't find a fellow gamer, they're still single right now. And if I can say anything, it's that, yeah, there's a section of the population that is extraordinarily vain, right? These are the people that use Tinder for hookups, right? And then they get crabs or the herp. very few people find happiness on these hookup apps. But if you have a good personality, if you maintain yourself and you do some basic hygiene, you dress, your clothes aren't ratty and falling apart, you're going to do just fine out there if you let your personality shine through. I thought this was a good, actual, wholesome topic to try and speak to the men in my audience. Like, I know women out there experience this, but men don't hear it enough that, look, not every dude is going to have a six-pack, but if you look at our dads, most of them probably weren't six-pack ab dudes either. You develop a personality, you become confident in yourself, and that is very attractive for women. You don't need to be super fit. It would help if you weren't obese. You can make small changes to head in the right direction with that. But, don't listen to the Hollywood healthy at every size thing. But men out there, they struggle with this too. And know yourself, and then you'll know real confidence. And that outshines any physical attributes for any man or woman who's actually looking. And if somebody's only interested in somebody in your looks, then they're probably a garbage human anyway. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.